Nighttime baseball now from the district as you get a look inside beautiful Nationals Park in Washington. Tonight, the second of 4 between the St. Louis Cardinals and the Washington Nationals. Max Scherzer, the Missouri-born right-hander, gets the job of starting pitcher here. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, he's having a real consistent year. He's got an ERA under 3. Anytime you're doing something like that, you're doing just fine.
David Lee strides forward, and we are set for baseball here this evening.
Shortstop, number 60.
Underway now tonight as the first pitch is looked at for strike one, as we'll get this going a little late at 7:06 tonight. Eric, these Nationals, as they enter play here tonight, they come in a bit of a rough patch. They've dropped 4 in a row.
And to make matters worse, they've got to square off against one of the best pitchers in the game, so it's not going to be easy to turn things around here.
Hard hit ball to second, and that'll just sneak past the glove, and it should be a base hit.
That's definitely a good start when you're facing a guy like this in his home park. You've got to find a way to put some pressure on him. You don't want him to get settled out there.
John Jay will get his first shot here. Couple of hits in 4 trips last night.
Well, guys, one good game does not a season make. He's been hitting under 250 over his last 10 games, so hopefully he's figured something out.
He's running towards second. A pitch out. The throw. And, boy, even a pitch out can't slow him down. He's in there at second base.
And this is all about a table setter at the top of the lineup doing his job perfectly. Gets on base to start the ball game. Now he's into second on the stolen base, and they're off to a fast start here early on.
No one out with a runner at second. Fastball got him to swing through it. It's 1-1. Now after the stolen base, any thought of a bunt here to get him to third?
This early, I don't really see the need. I mean, then you're saying we just want to play for one.
Yeah, I think later on in a tight ball game, maybe you might see a bunt, or if you're in the bottom of the lineup. But here,
meanwhile, this ball gets down. It's a base hit. The throw into second, but he'll get in there with an RBI double.
Well, that didn't take long. You get the leadoff single to start off the game, and then you follow that up with a 2-base hit. They're already on the scoreboard, just 2 batters into the ball game.
Michael Lee will get his first shot here, and you can see he's got that average up near the 330 mark to begin play.
And I don't think this really should be a surprise to anybody. We all know what kind of skill he possesses with a bat in his hand.
Scherzer comes set. First pitch on its way. Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. Well, we'll give you a look there at the graphic. That's now 7 doubles for him on the season. The 0-1 pitch. Drilled right back up the middle. A diving effort here as he gets a glove on it. And not really much of a chance to recover there as he'll reach first on what undoubtedly will be scored as an infield single.
Number 3.
Number 3 will stand in for the first time here. He's got that average up over 340 here entering play.
And how about that? He's got the second best batting average on this ball club, so he's having a really nice year for them so far.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A changeup floats outside here for ball 1.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
1-0 pitch on the way. And, looked like ball 2 below the knees, but it's ruled a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Time to check our umpires in this one. Behind the plate is Freddie Ferguson.
Yeah, Ferguson might call a few strikes below the knees from time to time, but he tends to get pretty high praise. he's consistent, and he gets the call right just about every time.
Here's the 1-1 delivery. And a changeup runs inside on him as he's got to back out of the way of that one.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine, not trusting his stuff.
Pulled high in the air out to left field. Worth is under it. Makes the catch, but the runner from third breaks for home. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Well, they were looking for at least a sac fly here, and fortunately for them, they had the right man for the job at the plate. So, nice work to come through and drive home an important run.
Mark McGuire will stand in, and you see what he's done over the past 4 games, as hot as they come. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
And now after the sac fly there, here's where you got to take the mindset of, all right, I got a clean slate here. Now I just need to get 2 more outs and let my guys try and get these runs back.
And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball 1. Here's the 1-1. Drilled down the line. And this gets past him at third as it hugs the line. A fair ball. And they'll have runners at second and third following the 1-out double.
All right, that's already the 4th hit he's given up in this first inning, and this one's a double. And you start to get the sense that if he doesn't turn it around very soon, he's not going to be out there much longer.
And there's ball 4 now, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force at the plate is in order.
Yeah, they decide they don't even want to mess around with this guy. With his track record, it's hard to say you blame him. Let somebody else beat you.
Ed Easley will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ballgame last night. Here's the first pitch to him. Drilled on the ground to short. And that's through into left, a base hit. 1 run is scored. The runner from second crosses the plate. That makes it a 4-0 ball game.
Batting 8, the left fielder
Peter Borges will get his first shot here. 2 hits in 5 trips a night ago.
Well, yesterday he just kept things rolling. You know, he's had 8 RBIs in his last 10 games. I got to take that.
Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Gotta wonder if the natives will start to get restless here.
Well, it's definitely not the start to this game this crowd was hoping for. Far from it.
4 runs here in this half inning. Chop foul over towards the coaching box. And he'll fall behind now to 1-2. Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. Chop foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Runners are at first and third, 1 away. And that misses 2-2.
Well, he might have just said, look, you're going to have to take this one because you ain't fouling that one off.
All even at 2-2. Here it is. Outside and a full count, 3-2.
And this is a hallmark of this ball club. They grind out their at-bats. They're going to make you throw a ton of pitches.
Good battle here. This will be the 7th pitch coming up. Hit hard to the right, but foul. Here comes the payoff pitch. Struck him out. And now they'll likely need a base hit to get that runner home from third. And now a shot of the Cardinals starting lineup is set by Mike Matheny. Anybody catch your eye, Eric?
You know, I'm looking forward to seeing what that guy in the 5 spot can do. He's been a huge part of this lineup, and right now he's one of the leaders in the National League in the runs scored category. So look for him to make an impact on this game.
Walter Johnson is in with 2 away as he takes a ball 1-0.
Well, he's really had to work hard here in this first inning. And you got to wonder, how much is that going to take out of him?
And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He's still got a couple pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. You got to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back in the zone.
Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. Two-one, here it is. Now a swing and a fly ball. McLouth on the move. And that ends the inning. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. The Cardinals are out in front, 4-0. Walter Johnson, a native of Minnesota, gets the starting nod. What do we need to know here, EK?
Well, guys, he's making his big league debut here on the mound. He's going to have a lot of adrenaline. He's going to have a lot of nerves. He's going to have to be able to contain all of that so he can go out and be effective. Going to be tough to do, and that may be his biggest challenge all game long.
Ian Desmond comes to the plate to lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And he throws the fastball by him here, 0-1. And Eric, as we take a look at the Cardinals entering play here tonight, they come in riding a 5-game winning streak, and they've really got things clicking.
And the even better news for them is that they've got their ace going here tonight. So you have to figure that all signs are pointing toward another victory here.
Here's one that misses high. It's 1-1.
And that fastball of his definitely catches your attention. I mean, especially when it's on the inner half.
And that fastball's too much for him there, 1-2. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
That misses, and we're even at 2-2.
You know, I think you have to ask yourself, was he trying to throw a fastball for a strike right there? Or was he just trying to set me up for that changeup away?
Now the fastball is right by him as he swings and misses for the first out of the inning. A time now from our nation's capital to take a look at the Nats starting lineup. Steve, how do they go about ending this losing streak they're in the midst of?
Well, the wind is blowing in today, so you're not going to see a lot of long drives. Focus on hitting the ball on a line and on the ground to score your runs today.
Anthony Rendon will get his first shot at it here, and he's got to be hoping to turn things around because you see the numbers over the last 5 games. Not much going on there at all. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And this is high, a ball and a strike. Bases are empty, one man out. That's on the corner to put him behind now, 1-2.
I think he had to take that one because I'm not even sure he saw it.
Oh, and you can tell he wanted to hold off, but he swings through the inside pitch anyway, and he becomes out number 2. And with that, a look at the defense for the St. Louis Cardinals. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, guys, this is one of the better defenses in all of the league. Very few clubs commit fewer errors than this one. I expect them to be sound in this game.
Jason Worth will dig in, and this season certainly hasn't been all that kind to him as he enters play with the average down in the 230s. You'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. You'd have to say, so far, so good here for the rookie.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting ahead. He's mixing his pitches. You'd like to put up a 0 to get that first inning out of the way, and he's close to making that happen.
This one's a strike. It's 1-1.
1-1.
And he comes back with a fastball, 1-2 now.
Very patient here to start the at-bat. Maybe even a little too patient because now he's down 1-2.
Yeah, and I don't think he's going to get anything better than that to hit.
Here he comes on a ball and 2 strikes. A little late on the fastball, but he's able to spoil that one off, and he'll get another chance. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. Still 2-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. We're back with more on this Saturday night after this. David Lee will stand in for the second time now as he'll again get the opportunity to lead off an inning.
Yeah, 9 men came to bat in that first inning, so now they get a chance to reset and start over here in the second.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. And it's quickly 0-2. Swing and a miss on the slider, and that's out number 1. Now that we have a chance, let's take a look at how the Nats will align themselves defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. Eric, what do we need to know?
Well, Matty, you remember, growing up, right field wasn't a very important position. But here at this level, it's as important as any. And this man plays it as well as anybody. Very reliable, covers ground, always makes a routine play.
Scherzer into the windup. First pitch on the way. John Jay checks his swing here on the first pitch, and it's 1-0.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
One out, nobody on. Up top, it's 2-0.
And after that double in his first at-bat, you can tell they're approaching him with a bit more caution here. As well they should.
Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Boy, the hits just keep on coming here. You see the highlighted column right there. That's 6 against him already, and we're just in the second inning.
Michael Lee steps in now. In the dirt here, but fortunately here, no advance. Now a throw over to first, and a dive, but he's back in.
Got a pretty good lead right there.
The 1-0 pitch. Ground ball to second. This could be 2. Escobar has it. Desmond for 1. But they won't get 2 as he beats the relay to first.
Well, you could have put the first base bag out in the outfield grass on this play. You're not going to double this guy up. He's too fast. Still, a pretty good job of at least getting that lead runner at second base.
Number 3 stands in. Scherzer will check it first, and a dive, but he's back.
Why not? Make him get dirty.
And again a throw, keeping particularly close tabs on him. First pitch coming, here it is. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. Runners on the move for second. A pitch out. The throw. And even a pitch out can't do the trick. He's in there at second.
Yeah, and you figure if you guess right on a pitch out, you're going to throw the guy out 9 times out of 10. But even though they sniffed this one out and the throw's not all that bad, they still can't get him at second base.
Two and 0 count, and the pitch. And that's taken for a strike on the inside corner. 2-1.
And even though that's a strike, that's a good take. You want to be looking 1 pitch, 1 spot. So don't go swinging at that one. That was nasty.
2 out here and a runner at second. That's going to even up the count at 2-2. He's set. Here's the 2-2. And this misses, so that'll fill the count at 3-2. A lot of deep counts for these guys early on.
And the more the better as far as they're concerned. They'd like to get him out of here as quick as they can.
And he misses here for ball 4. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
And for as hot as this guy's been recently, this is a no-brainer. Take the bat out of his hands any chance you get.
Mark McGuire gets a shot now with deuces all around. 2 on, 2 out here in inning number 2. Now the Nats are going to get a left-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. He'll start him with a breaking ball. Too low that time. It's ball 1.
And he's got to start finding ways to throw that curveball for strikes, because if he doesn't, guys will keep taking it and wait for the fastball.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
You can bet they'd love to have him get out of this without having to call in that bullpen just yet.
The set and the 1-1 pitch. Foul right at the plate. The count moves now to 1-2. Halfway to 100 pitches. Here it is. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple, but they're in front 4-0. Ryan Zimmerman will step in now. He drove in his club's only run a night ago.
Well, you look for a guy to produce? He's got 9 RBIs in his last 10 games, and he had another good one yesterday as well.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
It doesn't look like the nerves are getting to him so far. He looks pretty good out there.
And he lays off for ball 1.
Yeah, after that last swing, I would have thought they'd go right back in, but that's actually not a bad location because I doubt he was looking for something out there.
Changed things up on him, and he got him to swing through it. 1-2 now.
You know a guy throws hard when his changeup's at 89.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Boy, I don't know that I'd want to be facing this guy right now. He looks pretty fired up out there.
Yeah, he looks like he could run that fastball through a brick wall.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, pitching like this deserves another look through as we check out the last 4 batters on show track. Here he was striking out the side the previous inning, and he starts things off here with another one. That's 4 in a row now.
Standing in now, Brian Goodwin. As he'll watch one miss down and in for a ball, 1-0. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Skied into straightaway right. Lee is in pursuit, and he makes the catch for the second out.
You know, that's the thing with throwing a fastball as hard as he does. It makes fly balls travel that much farther off the bat. And this thing gets out there a long ways before it finally gets tracked down.
Nate McLeod will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
And this one misses to McLeod as that evens the count at 1-1. Now the pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah, even with the bases empty here and 2 away, you still need to be careful here. So he's pitched him smart so far.
Had him fooled as this is popped up back behind short. Lee is there to make the catch, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're down 4-0. Nick Savage is into the box as we are all set to begin the third.
You know, guys, I love a guy like this leading off an inning for you. He makes good contact, and he can run.
And a fastball there is inside as that one backed him up a bit.
Well, I think it's pretty simple. The message here is stop leaning out over the plate. A pitcher's got to be able to work inside, so that's just a reminder there.
Lays off a fastball that doesn't miss by much, and it's 2-0.
Yeah, they're being really careful with this guy. Remember, they walked him the first time around, and now they're behind 2-0 to him right here.
Outside and low, 3-0.
And the control looks to be a little off here to start the third.
Scherzer's ready. Here's the 3-0. Swinging away, and now the count will be 3-1. Looped out towards short. He gets dirty, but he can't make the play. It's a base hit.
And another hard hit ball off of him right there. And that's not the first one he's allowed so far. As you take a look at his line, not too much to write home about right there. This has not been one of his better performances at all.
Striding into the box, Ed Easley, coming off the clutch 2-run single his last time up. Now a throw over. Don't want to forget about him.
Just checking.
First pitch of the at-bat. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1.
That's not really a bad take that time. You've got a guy out there on the mound that's had his hands full already, so you've got to make him prove that he can find the zone.
And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Now a move over to first, and he's back standing. Bounce to first. To second for one. On to first, and they get the double play, but boy, was he ever upended at second base.
Boy, not an easy play out there by any stretch. He's got to hit the shortstop in stride while avoiding that runner who's directly in his path, but he's able to put a good throw right on the bag, and they wind up turning the double play.
Here's Peter Borges standing in. As he'll take a look at ball one.
Well, we've mentioned it already, but look at the pitch count here in the third inning. He's almost completely out of gas already.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hard liner toward short. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Redbirds down quietly. They lead it 4-0. Yunel Escobar will come forward to begin the inning. 7, 8, and 9 to start the home third.
They're still searching for a base runner. It's been 6 up, 6 down to start the game.
And that's high for a ball, 1-0. And that's in there for his strike, 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now.
100 miles an hour is hard. A high 100, impossible to get on top of.
1-2. Here it comes. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. A ball and 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. And this will miss down low in the dirt, so he's worked it full now at 3-2.
And that's 3 straight pitches, all over 100 miles an hour. If he throws a changeup for a strike here, that guy's got no chance.
Slapped hard the opposite way, but this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away.
And as we showed you in the open, he's out there putting his perfect record on the line, and so far these guys haven't shown many signs that they're ready to put a 1 in that loss column.
Stepping in, Dan Butler, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First offering on its way. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1.
I tell you, he's got a good pace, a good tempo to him out there right now.
And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. One and 2.
And I think he'll keep riding that pitch until these guys prove they can do something with it.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Nationals have yet to crack the hit column thus far. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. And this is swung on and missed. His 5th strikeout already, and there are 2 gone in the inning.
Well, being a number 8 hitter in the National League is really one of the toughest positions a guy can be in. You know, you've got your pitcher behind you on deck, so guys don't feel like they need to challenge you. You've got to be very disciplined up there, and that time, he just wasn't.
Max Scherzer will stand in now with 2 away, trying to avoid another 1-2-3 inning.
Now, this has been total domination these past few innings. They haven't been able to mount any kind of threat whatsoever.
First pitch on its way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1.
Well, that's just unfair right there. I mean, most guys throw a 91-mile-an-hour fastball. He's throwing a 91-mile-an-hour slider.
Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Swing and a miss on the fastball, and it's 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready on 1-2. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Nationals gone in order. They trail here 4-0. Walter Johnson is ready here as we begin the top of the 4th.
Well, guys, they jumped out to that big lead early on in this game, but you really can't get comfortable. You have to keep putting pressure on them.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1.
And for that guy right there, this is going to be an important inning. He's already given up 4 runs through 3. And, you know, they need to get a minimum of 5, hopefully 6 innings out of him. So he needs to show something right here.
And he watches a called strike as this one bears in on him. 1-1. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. And a good bite to that slider as he swings through it for the first out of the inning.
Well, always nice to have the pitcher leading off an inning, and here he retires him to start the 4th.
David Lee.
David Lee will stand in now. He singled and struck out in 2 trips. Scherzer looks in. Here comes the first pitch. Circle change, too low, ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. Hit hard on the ground towards second. On to first, and Scherzer's on a roll now. 2 away.
Now batting, the center fielder, John Jay.
John Jay digs in, coming off a single in his last at-bat. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1. Had him out in front there as he takes strike 1 on the circle change. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2 offering looked like a slider that time, but it's 2-2.
Oh, that's not a bad idea right there. Go ahead and try that back foot slider on a 1 and 2. Hope you can get him to commit. That's a good job of laying off of that pitch.
Hit down the third base line, but this is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2. 4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. Backhanded. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. Nothing across here this half of the inning. On now to the bottom half of inning number 4. St. Louis is out in front, 4-0. Ian Desmond will stand in to begin their half of the 4th, with his guys still looking for their first hit of the ballgame.
And still looking for their first base runner, too. 9 up, 9 down.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1.
Boy, we're well into this ball game now, and he's thrown 70% first pitch strikes to all the hitters he's faced. And when you can get ahead, your results are going to turn out well.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Here it comes on 0-2. A shot down the first baseline, but a foul ball, and the count holds at 0-2. He's ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes.
Good changeup right there, down in the strike zone. Definitely the one they wanted to strike him out on, so that's a great job to lay off.
And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Boy, and in the first 2 games of this series, he's already struck out a total of 4 times now. You get to where you just hate taking that walk back to the dugout. I'll tell you, it's a very frustrating feeling.
In now is Anthony Rendon. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. Slider, and he can't pull the trigger. 2 strikes.
Man, I don't know what he's waiting for. That one was even more down the middle than the last one was.
And he struck him out. Good pitch there as he registers his 8th punch out of the ball game.
Man, and not only has he not allowed a hit to this point, but he's also faced the minimum so far. You can't do much better than that.
Jason Worth stands in, looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. First pitch fastball off the plate there, and it's ball 1.
And right now, these guys just need something to break their way. A blooper, a bunt, a hit by pitch. Something to get a base runner and give that guy something else to think about out there.
Well, should be 2-0, but he goes way out of the zone to go after that one, and it's even 1-1.
Just too over-aggressive right now. They've got to dial this back a bit.
Tap fouled at home plate. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. 3 up, 3 down for Washington. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Derek Holland is going to take over here in inning number 5, as it's going to be up to their bullpen to try and keep him in the game here.
Derek Holland.
Michael Lee stands in. He'll try to improve in this at-bat after grounding into a fielder's choice his last time up.
Lee.
Called strike on the knuckle curve, and he's ahead in the count, 0-1. Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Now a fastball here that'll wisely lay off, and it's 1-2.
A good high fastball. Maybe something to try and change the eye level there. Now, I might anticipate another slider down in the zone, maybe even in the dirt.
Holland has his sign. 1-2 on its way. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Now a fastball. Oh, look below the knees, but he rings him up anyway, and there's one gone.
Not even the best players are immune to a bad call from time to time. And to me, that's not a strike. And I think to him, that's not a strike either. But, hey, guy in blue, it's strike 3, and he's the only one that counts.
Stepping in now, number 3. As he'll pick on the first pitch and hit a ground ball towards second. Throw on to first, and Holland looks to be in control here. 2 away now.
Now batting, first baseman, Mark McGuire.
Mark McGuire steps in, working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Fastball runs a bit inside here. It's 1-0. The windup and the 1-0 pitch. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Two and one after the foul ball there. Unable to get the bat around in time, and the count evens at 2-2. Very weakly on the ground. That's a foul ball. Into the windup. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. And this runs inside, and that looked like it got him pretty good.
This is dangerous because out of anybody in this lineup, this guy's probably the most likely to want to run, so look out.
In now, Nick Savage. He singled his last time up. And he takes a pitch that's ruled a strike at the knees. Pretty liberal strike zone there. It's 0-1. Looks like he employed the slide step on that last pitch.
Maybe you see a little cat and mouse game going between the pitcher and the runner right now. We'll see who wins this duel.
Now a snap move over to first. And the runner back. And another snap throw to the bag, keeping particularly close tabs on him. 2 out with the man at first. And again, he'll snap one over to first, being especially careful here. And a pitch out, nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Now we'll step off the rubber and go to first. Runner back safely. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball 2. Left field and deep. Worth going back. Still going back. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Cards leave 1, but they hold a 4-0 lead. Ryan Zimmerman will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the 5th. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
In there at the knees, strike 1. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. Oh, and they still have no answer for him up there. 6 straight punch-outs now, and there's one away.
The batter.
All right, folks, montage alert. Here you get a look at his performance so far. 10 strikeouts for him in the ball game as he continues to just plow right through this lineup one after another. Into the box now, Brian Goodwin. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Borges on the run. 2 gone. A look at our line score to this point, and I'm almost certainly jinxing things by pointing it out, but it's worth mentioning that 0 in the hit column through 2 outs here in the 5th. Nate McLeod digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
In there, no balls and a strike.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
This is line to left. In for a look is Borges, but this gets down a base hit.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
Yunel Escobar stands in for the second time. Hit it hard, but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he was pretty unlucky last time because he squared up that fastball nicely. So we're going to have to see if they still come at it with hard stuff.
First delivery to him on the way. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball 1. A runner on first with 2 away. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Pitch swung on and hit in the air. Jay on the run. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. 1 left for Washington. They're down 4-0. Ed Easley will lead things off for the Redbirds here in their half of the 6th inning.
Ed Easley.
Holland's ready. Here's the first pitch. Lined hard toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Man, these guys have been aggressive here early in the count. Some people think, oh, you might want to take a pitch to start an at-bat. And sometimes that's great, and it works out for a lot of people. But what you should be thinking is, I got to swing at strikes, and I got to get my pitch. And if it happens to come on the first pitch, let it rip.
Here's Peter Borges standing in as he's first pitch swinging here, and this is on the ground toward the hole. To Escobar for 1.
Oh, man, I'm going to give him a 9.5 on that play. He'd probably get a 10 if they could have turned 2 there, but I'll tell you, just getting the force at second was good enough for me.
Into the box, Walter Johnson, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. And you figure now this would be a spot where that man might try to take second base.
And it wouldn't be a bad idea to hold the ball a little longer out there on the mound. Really vary your times to the plate. You can't be predictable out there or he'll take advantage.
Now we'll snap one off over to the bag. Just keeping him close.
Keeping an eye on him.
That's wide, 2-0. Not the right time to lose the strike zone here.
Definitely not when you've got a guy giving himself up.
4 runs, 8 hits, and no errors so far for the Redbirds. And he'll snap one over to first, but the runner's back easily.
Simple throw over there.
3-0 now.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
And no doubt about this one, it's in there, 3-1.
Yeah, definitely taken there. May very well take another.
Runner at first here, 1 man out. And the count will be full. Here comes the payoff pitch. Not quick enough that time, and he's lucky to get another chance. Count remains full. Count is full. Here's the pitch. And he lays off here. It's ball 4. And that is really cause for concern as he's just walked the opposing pitcher.
Now batting, shortstop, David Lee.
At the plate, David Lee. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
And Matt, with the double play in order, they'll obviously be looking to induce another ground ball out of him right here.
So this is pulled in by the shortstop.
Now batting.
And that's one of those plays where you might need to reinforce the laces on your glove after this inning ends. This is a fastball, and it is hammered. I mean, hammered out there. But he's going to wind up with nothing to show for it.
In now is John Jay, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
That's inside. 2-0. Eric, what are you looking for here?
It's a fastball count, but he doesn't always play by the rules out there, so this could very well be a slider or something away. So in other words, I have no idea.
And that catches the outside corner. It's 2-1.
Yeah, you don't see 2-0 changeups too often, but if you know a good hitter's going to be sitting fastball, don't give him what he wants.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. Looked like he got fooled on the speed there. 2-2.
And he's always so tough on left-handed hitters. That slider is just so difficult to pick up.
The 2-2 pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
And I'll tell you, this is an inning that you really don't want to continue any further. So this next pitch really needs to be a strike.
Good battle. Count remains full. He's ready. Now the payoff pitch. And he looks at one that misses, and that's an excellent job of making his man throw a lot of pitches as he toughs out a walk.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Michael Lee will dig in here with the bases loaded now and a chance to really do some damage.
He's been tough to deal with this year. He's second on the team in RBIs, so this is a golden opportunity.
Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike one.
And that's what he needed here with 2 outs. He couldn't afford to fall behind another guy here in the inning, so that's a good job to jump in that driver's seat with strike one.
And he falls behind 0-2. And this one is past him, and that could be a run. But no, he'll hold it third. Bases are loaded here, 2 down. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. I'll tell you, he's already hit one guy. He is not afraid to work inside.
No, and as much as I hate to say it, pitchers have just as much right to the inside part of the plate as you do.
He's ready with the 2-2 pitch. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. EK, where are you going now on 3-2?
I still got to work a corner. Not just going to throw it right down the middle and grab a strike. Can't be a giveaway pitch.
Good swing on a tough pitch, and he'll stick around to see another one. Seared down the first baseline. Fielded cleanly by Zimmerman, and he'll take it to the bag himself. And a great job of pitching out of the bases loaded situation as the side is retired. A couple of walks, but no damage. Back with more on this fine Saturday night following this. Dan Butler will come in now to start things out here in their half of the sixth as they look for a reversal of fortunes here. The first 5 innings have not been particularly kind to them.
Yeah, and I think that's putting it mildly. Just one hit in these first 5 innings. They're going to need to do a better job of finding good pitches to hit. But that fella on the mound has not made it easy on him, and that's for sure.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And he starts the number 8 hitter with a strike, 0-1. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2.
When a guy like this on the mound has got you down 0-2, that's a tough hole to climb out of.
Tried to get him to go after one below the knees, but it's 1-2.
On 0-2, if that's a curveball, a changeup, a sinker, then maybe you get a guy to chase. But it's much easier to lay off a pitch down there when it's a straight fastball.
The 1-2 pitch. Gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game.
And all through this winning streak of theirs, we've seen some great starting pitching. And this has been another very good performance. Good enough to most likely keep that winning streak going.
Denard Span will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 2, Denard Span.
And this is just off the outside corner for a ball, 1-0. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball, 1-1. Bases are empty, one man out. And this ball's hit sharply toward the first base coaching box. It's a foul ball. And the pitch. He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
And a lot of times you might say, you know, 4-run lead, we'll make that up. But I tell you, the way he's throwing the ball right now, they might be fortunate just to get one run off him.
Ian Desmond will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some really fantastic pitching in this one.
Here's a first pitch slider that just tails out of the zone. It's ball one.
And he's tracking that all the way across the plate, but that had too much sweep to it for him to think of swinging.
Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
A much better approach here at the plate so far. He's not working from behind in the count like he has his first few at-bats.
2 out, nobody on. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
And that misses as well. Ball 4, so it's a 4-pitch walk here.
First walk he's given up so far, and when you combine that with just one hit, it's not hard to see why these guys are having a lot of trouble scoring runs.
Anthony Rendon will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Here comes the first pitch. And they pitch out here, but nothing's going on. Two out with the man at first. 2-0 now.
Now after that first pitch out, another ball here really puts you in the hole against a dangerous hitter.
Throw over to first, and he'll dive back in safely.
Keeping him close.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Chop foul right at home plate. It's strike one. At the knees for a called strike, and it's back to even at 2-2.
A strike away now from getting through 6 shutout innings here, and that's no small feat against this lineup.
A runner on first with 2 away. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Nationals leave one. They trail here 4-0. Back here at Nationals Park, 7th inning upon us with the Cardinals out on top, and it's time to check out the game summary to see how we got here. Jerry Blevins is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
13, Jerry Blevins.
Number 3 will dig in. Hit a sacrifice fly earlier.
Third baseman, number 3.
Action now in the Washington bullpen as a right-hander begins to get loose. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. In there, 2-1. A pretty dangerous spot for that one.
I don't think it was by design. It's one thing to miss your spots out of the zone, but when you miss in the zone, especially up, that's when you tend to get hurt.
Trying to shave that outside corner with the fastball, and he missed it. It's 3-1 now. One thing that man right there will not tolerate, leadoff walks.
Especially right out of the bullpen. This might be a quick outing if that happens.
He's set. Here's the 3-1. And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Now he's got to take a deep breath out there on the mound right now. I mean, not only will he kick himself for walking the leadoff guy, but also he just walked the fastest guy in the building. I mean, that's definitely not what he wanted to do out there.
At the plate, Mark McGuire. He's got to be looking for vengeance after getting plunked in his last at-bat. Comes set. Now the pitch.
Ball 1, no strikes.
And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. Nobody out, runner on first. That evens it up 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Sometimes you just let a guy work his own way into trouble and then take advantage.
All even now, 2-2. A runner at first with no outs here. Three and 2 now. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Shatters the bat as this is hit on the ground. And he'll in fact just tag the runner headed down the line to take the sure out.
Yeah, that's a smart play over there at first. He knows he likely won't have a shot anywhere else, so he makes sure to get that one out on the tag. And you don't want to take a chance at throwing it around and not getting anybody.
Nick Savage will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
And that's just not really his game. Anytime he keeps it on the ground, he's got a pretty good chance of beating out a hit.
And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And he falls behind now, 2-0. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Outside, 3-0 now. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
That's a 2-seam fastball right there. It looks to the hitter like it's going to be inside, and then it tails back to the inside corner of the plate.
That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2. One out and a runner on second base. And that misses, ball 4. So with one out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
Well, that's okay. You would have liked him to chase on 3 and 2, but you had your base open here, so now you can really focus on getting yourself a ground ball.
Aaron Barrett will come on and pitch here with one gone in the top of the 7th. Ed Easley will be his first assignment here as he'll face him with runners at first and second and one gone.
Well, you know he's feeling good at the plate, so he's already got 2 hits in this game, looking for another one.
From the belt, the pitch. And that's in there for strike 1.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
The 0-1. And this ball's heading for the seats down the right side as the count will move to 0-2 now. 0-2, here it comes. And another foul ball. Swing, and he pops him up over toward foul territory. Zimmerman is over, and he tucks it away for the second out.
And now that would have fallen under the infield fly rule if it was a fair ball. But no matter, he goes over to make the catch here in foul territory.
Here's Peter Borges standing in as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. Two down, runners at first and second. Bounced softly in front of the plate. On to first, and the Redbird rally goes for naught as that ends the inning. Cards strand a couple, but they're in front 4-0. Leading off the inning, Jason Worth, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away, chip away.
And now the Cardinals get the bullpen working here. Both a lefty and a right-hander have stood up. And he'll start him with a slider that's taken down and away for ball 1. Swing and a liner. Foul. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. And this one's up around the eyes, 2-1. Nothing inside here, at least not to start the at-bat, and I imagine that's by design.
Yeah, they'll give him right field. They just don't want him to turn on something.
Squared that one up just a little late. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And that misses ball 4. It's a leadoff walk to start the home 7th.
Well, now the further he goes in this one, the less precise he's going to be with his location. You can see it up on the screen. He's up over 90 pitches here, so he's starting to get tired and running out of gas out there.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in for the 3rd time now, still without a hit, so that streak could be in a bit of jeopardy.
And I think that's in the back of his mind, but it's not something he's really focused on. He just wants to get up there and put a good swing on the ball.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Swing and a liner, but foul. The 0-1 on its way. Ball one.
All right, leadoff man on first. Here's where you got to start clawing your way back into this ball game. It's not too late, but it needs to start happening soon.
Nobody out, runner on first. Now a throw over to first, and he's back easily.
Just keeping an eye on him.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Jay giving chase. He's got it one away.
The batter.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Brian Goodwin will stand in again. He's flown out in each of his first 2 plate appearances thus far.
Yeah, and he just needs to make a small adjustment and stay through the middle of the ball. Think about hitting a line drive right back up the middle.
And he'll get back in standing. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball one. Here it comes, 1-0. Smoked on the ground left side. And just past his outstretched glove into left, a base hit.
Maybe a chance here to put a dent into that scoreboard after all. This gives them a couple guys on base now here in the late going. And at the very least, another hit here could be enough for them to avoid the shutout.
Nate McLeod will come forward now. He has flied out and singled so far. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike one.
This guy's kind of walked a tightrope all game long. He's only thrown first pitch strikes to 50% of the hitters he's faced, and yet pitching a very good ball game.
He's set. Here's the 0-1. That's taken. Now it's 0-2. And through 6 1/3, he's about to hit the 100 pitch mark now. Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Boy, his guys got him the lead back in the very first inning, and he hasn't looked back since. He's had everything go his way so far, and this inning's turning out to be no exception.
Yunel Escobar gets a shot now with 2 men on and 2 away here in inning number 7.
And we'll see here if he can come through. It can be discouraging to see opportunities like this late in a ball game go untapped.
He's set. Now the pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. That man's team has definitely shot itself in the foot with all the strikeouts so far.
It seems like it's been a growing trend so far, but man, you've just got to be able to put the ball in play when you've got runners in scoring position.
0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Swing and a liner. Foul. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Chop foul at the plate, and he stays alive, still 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw on to first is going to get him, and the Nationals blow an opportunity here, and that ends the inning. A golden opportunity to get on the board here goes for naught. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Matt Adams is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th.
Matt Adams.
First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
He might have been on the on-deck circle just saying, man, I get one at-bat and it's against this guy? Thanks a lot.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
And he's had a high strike zone all night, so even if you're on the bench, you got to be aware of that.
Ready with the 0-2. Tough fastball that time, but he hangs with it to stay alive. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. Line drive to center field. And the move to the pinch hitter will not pan out as that's taken in for the first out.
Now batting.
Time to bring you up to date on the numbers for our two starters. It's our starter comparison, and the hometown nine have had trouble generating much by way of hits, as you can see by the left side of your screen. David Lee digs in now after lining out in his last try.
Yeah, he put a good swing on it last time, so we'll see if he can make one fall here.
A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0.
A lot of late movement on that fastball. That nearly came back to the outer edge.
Up top, it's 2-0.
Two really close pitches to kick off this at-bat. Normally this guy would be all over him, but he's shown some discipline here with two good takes.
Look out. All over the place now. 3-0. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
And once they fell behind in the count, I think this is a case where they just say, look, you're going to have to fish for something because we are not going to just lay one right in there for you. Probably not a bad decision against a power guy like this.
John Jay will step forward now following the walk as he'll hit with a definite speed threat at first and one away.
You can bet he's going to see some fastballs in this at-bat. I'd be looking dead red.
Fastball in there for a called strike. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does two things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal at all.
0-1 pitch on its way. Line drive to left, and that'll get down for a base hit.
Yeah, he's swinging a pretty hot bat here. 3 for 4 now after the base hit. That wasn't a little bleeder. That ball was smoke.
In now, Michael Lee, as he'll look at a fastball too high for ball 1.
Yeah, that's a good spot to miss against a guy like this. He loves that pitch up in the zone. Most power hitters do, so that's not a bad idea to give him one above the letters.
Now he starts to chase a pitch outside, and he can't pull the bat back in time. It's strike 1. Runners are at first and second with 1 away. Now a fastball as he has to lean out of the way there.
And you know, working inside is great. Even backing guys off is fine when the time's right, but you need to be careful here in the late innings when your guys are already down.
And the pitch on 2-1. And a slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Fastball here.
I think it has to be. You're licking your chops if you're the hitter. 3-1. You can't walk the bases loaded. Bail and wail.
Set to deal. Here's the 3-1. And he misses with that one. Ball 4. And that's going to load the bases now with still only one away.
And this could really be trouble now because with runners on every base, they've got a chance to really break this thing wide open.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. Craig Stammen will come on now, really needing that double play ball as the bases are loaded here with only one man out.
Number 35, Craig Stammen. Now playing second base and batting in the ninth spot. Number 8, Danny Espinosa.
Number 3 will step in. Couple of walks thus far.
Yeah, Matt, he's had some good patient at-bats in this one. We'll see if he sticks with that approach right here.
He's set. Here it comes. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. It's going to take a lot of guile to work out of this one.
Well, he's got plenty in reserve. This would need to be a magic act, no doubt.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Belted high and deep into right center. Goodwin ranging back. He gets there to make the catch, but this should bring home a run as the runner tags from third. And the run will score on the sacrifice fly, so it's now a 5-0 game. Throw back to second, and they've got him doubled off, and the inning is over. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and a runner left. Not too many more shots left. Home half of the 8th coming up. The Cardinals lead it 5-0. Jordan Walden is on out of the bullpen now as he'll take over to start the bottom of the 8th.
Jordan Walden.
Leading off the inning, Dan Butler, and they'll need him to get something going here.
And so far in this one, they're still getting shut out. So this leadoff at bat could be huge if he can just get on base because they've been held in check all game.
He goes the other way as this is hit in the air toward the gap in right center. Lee is there, and that's not the way you want to start the bottom of the 8th. 1 pitch, 1 gone.
And this isn't always the way you want to play it here. I mean, it's late in the game. Your guys are losing. Wouldn't be such a bad idea to take a pitch or two. Instead, he chases after the very first pitch, and it's an easy out.
Danny Espinosa will stand in now as he'll be getting his first plate appearance in this one here in the 8th. And now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Boy, we've seen a lot of guys be late on that fastball tonight, and I think that all comes from being a little over-aggressive.
And he takes strike 2.
Hard to believe he'd let that one go. I mean, that was right on a platter for him.
The 0-2 home. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Boy, he just dominated that at-bat right there. You want to see a power pitcher go right through a guy? This is a 3-pitch see you later right here. Have a seat.
Ian Desmond will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Pitch on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball one. And a fastball that's about off the radar screen there. It's 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. And this one misses high for ball 4, and they have themselves a 2-out base runner.
And sometimes, you know, you just got to learn that harder isn't always better. You've got to be able to dial that fastball down a few miles an hour and make sure you keep it in the strike zone.
Anthony Rendon will stand in now in what could be a real make-or-break situation.
And you think at this point you have to get something out of this inning. The further you get into that bullpen, the tougher it's going to be to claw back from this deficit.
Good bite to the slider, and he takes strike 1. And that misses downstairs for a ball. 1-1. 2 out with the man at first. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's coming in that high.
Darn near impossible when it's coming at you in the high 90s. You just can't get your hands up there fast enough to stay on top.
A ball and 2 strikes. Here it is. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Now another 1-2, and he struck him out again. So that's the old sombrero there, partner. 4 strikeouts in the ballgame. 1 left for Washington. They can't chip into that 5-0 deficit. Back now with baseball on the show from the nation's capital. Just down the street from that building, we are set for what remains in this one. Casey Jansen come on now to start the 9th inning as he looks to keep this deficit right where it is for the bottom of the 9th. Mark McGuire strides in, grounded out his last time through.
Yeah, ground out last time, but you know, with his speed, that's kind of a big part of the way he plays the game. Put the ball on the ground and force the defense to make a clean, quick play on him, because if they don't, he's safe.
9th inning begins as the first pitch is taken for ball 1. Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
But when you start that pitch off the edge, most guys know well enough to lay off. You've got to start it on the edge if you want them to chase.
Hitters count now. Here's the 2-1. A little bouncer. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Two and 2 count. Here it comes. Again, he sends it out of play. Ready on 2 balls and 2 strikes. Here it comes. Swing and a ball lined hard towards short. Oh, but a super diving catch takes away a hit.
Second baseman, Nick Savage.
Matt Thornton will take over now with 1 away in the top of inning number 9.
46, Matt Thornton.
Stepping in now, Nick Savage, as he'll take a look at ball one. One 0 count. Here it is. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
Ready to deal. Here's the 1-1. A little bit outside. 2-1. One out, nobody on. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, one thing this team cannot afford is for him to get hurt early in the season. Luckily, though, looks like he's going to be all right.
Into the box now, Ed Easley. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one. Runners on first with one down. Breaks his bat as this one's popped up.
Well, chalk another one up for that pitcher. He's used to breaking bats, and he'll give you a little stare down after doing something like that every once in a while.
A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Runner at first here, one man out. Drilled to first. Zimmerman has it. Desmond for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. So nothing happening this time around. Heart of the order, 3, 4, and 5 will get their shot in the bottom of the ninth. Cards lead it 5-0. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Paul Lee is on now to try to close things down here in the ninth.
Now pitching and batting in the seventh spot, number 15, Paul Lee. Now catching and batting in the ninth spot, number 4.
Striding in to start the ninth, Jason Worth, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Well, you're facing a pretty big deficit in this game, so they need to start clawing their way back.
Jason Worth.
Out in front of it, strike one. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. Protecting on 0-2, so we'll do it again. And here's a ball hit in the air. McGuire in foul ground and taken in out there for the first out.
And that's telling of how they've swung the bats. This has just been a punchless offense so far. And this pop-up is pretty indicative of their struggles.
Ryan Zimmerman will stand in now, hoping to get on track as they've been able to neutralize his power out of the cleanup spot. 0 for 3 thus far. Now here's the pitch. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Too far out in front that time. He can't keep it fair. 2-1. Now a swing and a ball popped high in the air over toward foul ground. And this is going to wind up a foul ball. Bases are empty. One man out. Struck him out as his woes continue, as that's his third strikeout of the game.
Nice job there as he gets the first two men to face him here. And now they're just one out away from picking up the first two games of this series.
Brian Goodwin makes his way to the plate, needing to make something happen. They're down to their final out in the 9th inning.
Yeah, it's not looking too good for him anymore, but you know what? There's no clock in this sport, and that's for good reason. You've got to fight for all 27 outs.
And this pitch is taken on the inner half for strike one.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make them sweat a little.
Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. On to first, and that is going to conclude the festivities here tonight.
Well, here we go. Tack another one onto that winning streak. They've now got it up to 6 in a row, and it's not looking like this hot spell is going to end anytime soon.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, you always hope to get a good outing from your starting pitcher, but this man went above and beyond in this one. He's our top player of the game.
Yeah, really a dominating performance out there. Look at all the strikeouts. I mean, they just couldn't touch him.
So that just about does it. For EK, Psycho, and the crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, get those smartphones and tablets out and head over to theshownation.com. The Cardinals win it 5-0. Good night from D.C.
Our final line score tonight, first for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 5 runs on 9 hits. No errors. They left 14 men on base. For the Nationals, no runs on only 2 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 49 minutes. A reminder that Green Line Metro trains are available at the Navy Yard Station just north of the ballpark on M Street. Southbound service is also available at the Anacostia Station just over the river. From there, transfer service to the blue, yellow, and orange lines can be made at Lintant Plaza and Red Line service at Gallery Place, Chinatown. Also, free post-game Nats shuttle buses returning to RFK Stadium parking lot are available on M Street by way of Tingley Street.